Yes, people. What's going on? It's Egal, and I'm talking on Egal Talks Football. And today we got a great show. It's going to be a panel show. The panel will be joining us as we go. We have Vladimir Prime in the house. We have Yasser in the house making his debut. We got more people coming through. Also, we're going to be talking about the Liverpool takeover. We're going to be talking about the Chelsea Man City game. We're going to be talking about Arsenal, Brighton, and we're also going to be talking about the rest of the Premier League Premier League teams playing in the Carabao Cup. In addition to whatever other news is going around, I think there was some news about the Qatar World Cup and some people being naughty. So we're going to talk about that too. But before we go any further, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoy the new late night shows where we just have a genuine conversation. You know what? I'll maybe mention something on the DT thing in a little bit. But first, hope everybody's good. Let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. As you guys come through, make sure you hit that like button. We already have like 5 people in the chat, and somehow we have 11 likes. So people must have been liking the show before we went live. So shout out to them. Yo, someone just asked me thoughts on the DT situation. DT went to jail. He did his time. If he wants to come back and do YouTube, it's his channel. No one can tell him not to. It's up to you if you want to watch. If you want to watch him and you want to watch his content, it's completely up to you. And you want to know something? People are still gonna watch him. People are still gonna watch him because he still has a massive platform. He didn't lose subscribers. He might have lost. He might have been to jail, and he might have done something that's horrible. But hey, if people want to give him a second chance and they want to watch his content, it's completely up to them. Personally, I don't really watch his content, but that's just me. Anyways, big up Mustafa in the chat. Big up my guy right here in Indiana Sooners. What is that Scouser? Yeah. And then Johnny saying peace, big up to the panel. Yo, yes, sir, man. Get off mute, man. What are you saying? First time on the channel, United fan.
Yeah, man.
On the timeline. What are you saying?
Crazy time, right? The timing could have been. It's kind of what is it? What's the term for it? Ironic, because like for a very long time, we used to banter Arsenal and all that stuff, and now you guys are top of the league, and I don't know, man. I have a lot of Arsenal fans, our friends and family, so man, what can I say, man? I'm happy to be here. Yeah, there's not much to say other than yeah, thanks for letting me be here, man. I mean, I can't believe Arsenal top of the table. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. But it is what it is.
There you go. We also got Fator in the house. Big up Fator in the house.
So
only person we're missing is a Liverpool fan.
Small, man, like.
Only thing we're missing is a Liverpool fan because we need a Liverpool fan for the takeover.
Oh shit, my volume. Never mind. My bad.
What?
No, it's my volume. Never mind. My bad.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Oil is great. Black and gold. By the way, what do you guys think about the whole Liverpool takeover thing? Because maybe that's where we should start. Because we'll wait as everyone jumps in. Big up Mustafa in the house. Big up my guy Diego Jota in the house.
What's the latest news so far? Because I've heard there's a rumor that one of the Arabic accounts.
Dubai.
Yeah, apparently Dubai, and then there's the Qatari. So there's a bit mixed rumors going around. So,
bro,
I can't lie. If you want to compare that takeover to our takeover, it does take a while though. So,
bro, it's peak.
Don't expecting like something happen in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks or so. It's gonna take like 2 months at least.
You know what? The takeover is always going to take a long time. We know that takeovers always take a long time. Yo, big up Jamie. Yo, Jamie, if you're free right now and you're not doing anything, I'll send you the link. Jump on. Let us know your thoughts on the whole thing. And also, guys, if you want to go check out his channel, big up Jamie, man. I seen he tweeted something, man. Hope everyone's okay in the family, man. Honestly, but yeah, sir. What are you saying about Liverpool, man?
No, it just shows you, I mean, I don't have a lot of respect for a lot of owners in football, like you say, all billionaires and everything, but I mean, you have to respect the Liverpool owners, man. Like, what owner will literally say, "Hey, you know what, guys? I don't think we could do this. I think we did the most we can for this football club, and we're gonna move aside." Like that really rarely happens. So in a way, I'm extremely jealous. I'm extremely envious of Liverpool Football Club, the fans. You know, FSG, man. Like, I mean, it takes. I feel like people don't understand. Like, it takes something massive for owners to say, you know what, we're gonna, end up selling the football club because let's be honest, a lot of owners don't want to sell football clubs. They don't. Like the whole Roman Abramovich thing happened because he was forced to sell it. That's the reality. Roman Abramovich was forced to sell the football club. You have the Cronkies. Cronkies don't want to give up Arsenal. The Glazers do not want to give up Man United. So, uh, and in it's Liverpool Football Club. So, I mean, in a way, you're like, wow, these guys actually do care about the football club. So, yeah.
You think it's more about the fact that they feel like they've gone as far as they can with the club, and maybe it is time for them to move on, or do you think they just don't have they don't have the level of investment, so they're doing it because they care? I think it's just because the latter. But yo, let me just show you guys this. The You guys know the Dubai International are actually serious about buying them.
No,
Like,
the
this is no
investors.
joke. Like, this
I've
right
seen
here
that. Yeah.
is bigger than Roman money. This is bigger than the Kuwait money. This is Newcastle level.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you're not gonna expect that. Well, that's a mirror football, yeah. So yeah, it's still a rumor. So how many candidates out there? Like, you got the Qatari, you got the Dubai one. I can count at least like three of what I've just heard. But then again, you're talking about the FSG that has been hampering the clubs for almost 10 years now. All right, they got the club, they won the league, blah blah blah. But I think the lack of investment in the transfer market kind of cost them a lot.
Bro,
Uh,
let me just show you this. This is
yeah.
not just one source. This is every major outlet is coming out with a source stating. You got the Arab Business, which is like, it's I don't know how credible they are, but they're saying the Dubai investor is eyeing a purchase of Liverpool, and this would be a full purchase. It would not be a partial purchase. It would be close to £5 billion, or close to 4.3 billion. This is more than what Chelsea went for, because when your club actually went for a discounted price because of the sanctions and everything, right? The investor, the Dubai, are weighing up a 4.3 billion pound Liverpool sale. That is mental. I honestly do believe they could get it done and come in and they buy these guys. Bro, this is a country that gives their people free land. They give their people free land. They give their people free weddings. They give their people, what do you call it, free healthcare. And if they can't support the healthcare in their own country, they fly them out to other countries. Bro, if these guys get the Qatar, the Dubai people taking over them, Liverpool could go back to the Liverpool of the 80s and 70s, where they won everything consistently for years and years. Because Liverpool are not Man City in the sense that they don't have the infrastructure before coming in. They already have an infrastructure in place. It won't take them as long as Newcastle or Man City to be great. They would be great right away. It's mental.
you know,
Yo,
I
Prime, are you there? Prime,
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
talk to me, Prime. Fatur, I'm just gonna mute you. You're doing some stuff in the background. Go ahead, Prime. What are you saying?
I don't look. If this still happens, it's like great for Liverpool and stuff. Even though like it's quite funny that they make fun of Chelsea and City for money and oil money and not doing things the right way. But honestly, I don't think this is going to go through. We always hear rumors and stuff like this for United and Liverpool that their owners are going to sell or someone's came in with a bid. Like FSG is still going to be there, man. It's not going to happen.
You know what? This comment here, I'm kind of confused. What are you talking about? He kidnapped his wife and daughters. The government won't allow it. What? What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
DT, they're talking about DT.
Oh, They're not, bro. You think censorship, they care about that? As long as you're not a threat, they don't care about what crimes you've committed. The YouTube, as long as he's getting views, they don't give a shit. The algorithm's gonna push his
Yeah,
content. The algorithm's
it's
gonna
more.
push his content.
It's
They
more
don't.
about the how do I say this? Your content in general versus what the type of person you are. As long as you don't like break their guidelines or stuff like that, or you don't promote certain things, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
as
gonna
long
have a
as you're not
platform.
Andrew Tate. As long as you're not
Yeah,
Andrew Tate, they don't
yeah,
give a shit.
exactly.
That's all they care about. But yo, 1 second. Um, let's read what some of the comments are saying. FSG will sell. What you guys talking about? Yeah, FSG will sell, bro. They've already said they're gonna sell. It's just it doesn't look like they are going to hold on to the club for much longer. It looks like they want to get rid of them as soon as not as soon as possible, but they whenever they get a reasonable bid. And if the Dubai people are coming in for a reasonable bid, they're gonna sell. The reason why they put it out in the paper that they want to sell the club is so people come in with strong bids to try to get the club. Because Liverpool Football Club and a Premier League club is such a valuable commodity that there's not too many of them. Let's be honest. There's 20 clubs and there's top six clubs. You're not going to buy Tottenham because Daniel Levy and these guys are not going to sell it. You're not going to buy Arsenal because the Cronkies are not going to sell it. Bowley just bought Chelsea. Manchester United is not up for sale yet because Glazers don't want to sell yet. And then you have the situation with Manchester City. They're not going to sell either. So Liverpool is the only real club you can get. And in my opinion, if they were to get Liverpool, bro, for the fans, exciting times. And for rivals, bro, it's a scary sight. I'm not going to lie. I'm worried.
100% agree. 100% agree. It's if they're gonna sell, if these are the bidders and it has everything to do with the FSG and the person who's buying. If they can find an agreement, then they're gonna sell. So
Yeah. Prime. So what do you have to say about that?
I still don't think it's gonna go through.
What makes you say that? Because it's not like they've bid yet. So I get the fact that you're questioning it because they haven't bid anything.
Because stuff like this has been for the like at least when I've been aware of it the past few years, I always hear things like someone's gonna Man United's up for sale, someone's gonna bid, and the rumor goes on for a couple of days or whatever, or a week or two, and then it just disappears. Same with Liverpool, just disappears. Like it didn't happen. Was it earlier this year or maybe last year? Someone coming in to bid for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like it. Like I'm not believing anything. Like until like it actually gets serious. Liverpool fans getting gas, and I get that. Like, and this is not even me hating because I said on Big Six Pants, I was in the comments that if this goes through, you have the money, fair enough. Like, cool, go cook with it, but don't get gas unless something's actually been done. You know, it doesn't. To me, this just doesn't seem realistic. Why do FSG have to sell? Like, if they don't get the
They don't
price
have
that
to
they
sell.
want, why do they have to sell?
They don't have to sell, but they've made it clear that they want to sell.
Mm-hmm.
The Athletic don't make a report for no reason, bro. The Athletic do so much due diligence before they put out anything that I have to believe that this is tangible. Do you know what I mean? And David Ornstein, out of all people to release it, David Ornstein released it. But yeah, let me know. There are some Liverpool fans listening right now. Let me know. Arsenal fans, whoever you guys are, let me know what you guys think. Gunnar Velt here said, I was watching Grizz's stream earlier, and a source told him that a bid has been made and it is well in advance. Bro, if that is true, who?
Could be the Ricketts or Jim Ratcliffe.
Do you think so? Because if a bid has been made by some other party outside of Dubai, then why haven't there been any leaks or any links to those other people?
It's
I haven't
not
heard.
exactly. Discussion. It's going on behind the scenes. We don't know actually who is the exact buyer in this case. It's the same goes to Chelsea as well. Like the only thing that I think was it around April times, like we literally just found out about the Ricketts, but there's actually like a secret buyer on one of the Arabs that he literally put a bid in, but then the Chelsea hierarchy choose the Bowley's bid though. So it could happen to Liverpool as well. But
Okay, so
But
this
also people also need to understand there's so much politics involved. And that's the thing that like I feel like maybe like regular fans or maybe they are strictly football. Like we think we have only football brain and we only think about the football and the games. We might not understand like a lot of things that happen behind the scenes in terms of the political aspect of it, like has a huge impact. So for example, when we're talking about if the bid, I don't know who the bid was from, but everyone knows that if the bid is from a consortium that has like it's like an English consortium, or for example an American consortium, we know this stuff is gonna be wrapped up like in a couple months. But like for example, the way the Newcastle got bought out, it took longer because of politics. That's just the honest truth. So
look, I'm just gonna say this, guys. He is 100% right. Prime, you need to answer this because United, they never actually did the Athletic article. They never actually. You can't compare this to United. Liverpool have made it clear that they want to sell. So what makes you question the fact that they're gonna sell?
I also compared it to Liverpool before as well because there have been things that have came out in the past about people wanting to buy Liverpool, or about not people like owners or whatever. The billionaires wanting to buy Liverpool. My thing is, I'm just a little bit skeptical. Like I'm not gonna 100% believe it. I'm just a bit skeptical. That's my thing.
Okay. By the way, just want to show you guys this. The Ricketts reports coming out that the Ricketts have no plans to make an offer for Liverpool, so they don't have to worry about them lot.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about those guys. Then there's other reports coming out that there's been offers made. There's okay, so a U.S. men-based investor is genuinely interested in Liverpool. FSG, a rebuff and advance place. So they could also go to another American ownership. You never know. It could go from one American to another American. Liverpool owner will listen to offers more than 3 billion in the Premier League. Chelsea sale was involved in what? With Chelsea, the sale involved offers, improved bids, which the takeover expected to follow. Similar
yeah,
takeover expected to follow. By
Confusing.
the way, the Cronkies have received different offers over the years. The Glazers have received offers over the years. They never accepted. So this is a situation where they are openly saying, "Come buy us." If you have a car and you put it up for sale, people are going to more or less submit bids than if you just have a car being driven every single day that no one knows it's up for sale or not. That's just how it is. But yeah, Yasin, man, it
What's
must
the
hurt you.
price?
What's the price? They're saying over 3 billion, closer to 4.5. That's what they're looking for.
Also,
yeah,
also,
yeah.
by the way, I'm not hurt by this. I've said if it happens and they get the money, cool, go cook with it. But like, I'm gonna be skeptical if
Mike
it's
Ashley.
just
Yeah.
by rumors.
Mike Ashley can't afford Liverpool. Come on, people. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Ricketts had a hedge fund owner. He left them. Yeah. You know what? This whole Ricketts thing, I think it was just banter from Chelsea fans. That's the reality. That is the reality. We're just before we go into the preview, guys. If I was to say to you, Liverpool, we're gonna get the Dubai or the Dubai money, or do you think they're gonna get somebody else, like someone from the Western world, like America or British? If you had to put your money on it, what would you think? At this moment in time, I think they're just gonna get the richest person ever, like a Dubai prince or something like that.
Qatari money. I'll take Qatari money.
I mean,
You
Liverpool on Qatar money is actually scary. I mean, like, because the thing is, people also need to understand the effect that Newcastle has. Let's not be naive here. Newcastle United, literally getting owned by the Saudis is seismic. Like a lot of these owners, it's like a crazy wake up call for them. So I'm not surprised FSG are selling up because of that. That I'm pretty sure that has a massive reason for it. Because at the end of the day, like you have to spend crazy money to compete, and you have to be as an owner, you have to be mindful of that. And if do you want to keep doing that, is I feel like people also have to remember that, like, bro, like if Newcastle are going crazy and they do what they do, like being guaranteed in the top, because I think that's the thing, not being guaranteed in the top four, not being a Super League actually as well. Why? I mean, push up. That's why they push for the Super League because they wanted guaranteed revenue. It's yeah. So that's
Okay.
something to keep in mind.
By the way, you brought up Qatar. Do you guys do you not do you guys have any issues with the World Cup being hosted by Qatar?
In some way, yeah. I feel like it's a small country, but then you're risking a lot of because Qatar is not a big country. Let's be honest with you. Like the stadiums not aren't that built a lot in Qatar. Like there's few small stadium like the one that they hosted the Club World Cup 2019. But apart from that, I think it's a big problem for the Western people that they have to adapt, they have to respect the culture. It, respect the culture is not my main problem, but I feel like for the Westerners, it's kind of big issue for them in some ways, which I really don't know what kind of detail it is, but I just had a feeling this might be the Winners' World Cup, and you could see some people getting arrested.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I'm just gonna show you guys some things. First, this is the guy who actually, uh, when Qatar was being announced, he said that electing Qatar for the World Cup was a mistake. I assume my responsibility as FIFA president at that time. You know what? I think these guys need to just they may if they're saying they made a mistake, it's up to them. Yo, Egals, Connor, what's up? I'm looking. Your intro is looking fresh. Content class as always. Prime talk on Salah more. This is not a. We'll talk about Liverpool later. Uh, and also, someone said gay people aren't allowed in Qatar. It's not that gay people aren't allowed. It's just
No, it's not
you
that.
can't openly. You just can't openly like be kissing people in the street.
It's a
That's
Muslim country. Yeah.
yeah. That's what they're saying. But yeah, this is what they're saying the rules are going to be. The rules are you can't drink alcohol in public. You can drink in the fan areas. They're saying no public indecency or homosexuality in public, no profanity. Um, Respect places of worship. So don't go to mosques and start yelling and screaming and doing madness and going inside and doing some inappropriate stuff. No loud music and sounds, in certain areas. Of course, you need to respect certain areas. Then you have when they're saying no dating. I think they just mean like public affection, no public affection, and of course, taking pictures without permission. So when they say taking pictures without permission, they just mean like you know what I mean, going into certain places and causing trouble and disrupting it and taking pictures. But yeah,
Hmm.
I don't think there's much here that's ridiculous. Like in the sense that this is their country, there are going to be rules in other countries you need to follow. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Nah, I mean, for me, it's interesting. People. I mean, I don't. There's certain things I don't agree with, but at the same time, it's like, will I be watching the World Cup? Yes. Will people be attending the World Cup? Yes. Mr. Gary Neville had a lot of say, but at the same time, he's taking the Qatari money. So like, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like if you're really against Qatar hosting World Cup, then don't get involved in the World Cup in the first. Don't get involved in it. How can I be against something so much and talk about it against it, but be involved in it? It makes no sense. I feel like in that sense, people are very hypocritical in that aspect of it. So, um, at the end of the day, the powers that be are FIFA, and they awarded Qatar the World Cup, and then millions and millions, billions of people are gonna watch it. So yeah,
Okay. There we go. You know what? I think we're going to talk about this more as the World Cup comes along. Right now, just let me know what you guys thought about the Liverpool takeover. Let me know what you guys thought about that. Rakesh is going to be joining us. We'll talk about it when he joins. But for now, let's go. Let's just go switch over quickly to the Carabao Cup. Um, you guys know there's a bunch of games coming up for the Carabao Cup. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, what round is it? The second round or
No,
third round?
third round, G.
Okay, so the third round of the Carabao Cup, there's a bunch of games coming on. There's a bunch of things going on right now. I think even there were some games today, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah,
I'm not too sure who won.
there's a game today as well.
But yeah, let me just pull this up right now. People in the chat, let me know what you guys are saying. Some people saying W for Qatar, some people saying L for Qatar. But yeah, you know what? This whole thing becomes a political thing. It just becomes a political thing. But then every time we bring up politics, it's like keep politics out of football. So I just try to keep it strictly to the football end of things. So yeah, Leicester played today. They won 3-0. Arsenal played Brighton. Wolves played Leeds. Nottingham Forest faced Tottenham. Southampton, West Ham, Newcastle, and Crystal Palace. Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Derby County, and Manchester United, Aston Villa. You know what? We're gonna have to get through some of these in a second. Rakesh has joined us, and we're just gonna stay on the Liverpool topic. Rakesh, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, good. You guys okay?
We're doing well. Just educate us a little bit on the Liverpool takeover potential.
I just saw Prime's photo. Sorry. What the...
Yeah.
Seriously, Prime, after the third round exit, that is not necessary, man.
Yeah. Prime's picture will forever be Fat Frank. But yo, we were talking about the takeover, and Prime is not that confident that it's going to happen. Some people are saying that the bids have already been gone in. And how advanced is this situation right now?
Quickly, can I say something quickly? At least Frank Lampard has a job, other than someone else, Slippy G doesn't have a job. So, I mean, let me just say that. Just want to say that.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Fair enough. No one knows, man. And anyone who says they know, they're probably lying. There's two schools of thought, and both of them they have some sense. FSG are normally very, very quiet when it comes to these kind of rooms. Obviously, we've been burnt a lot in the past, and obviously there was almost no word of this until I think Ornstein went live, and then the statement came out shortly before. So I imagine the statement yesterday was probably briefed to Ornstein.
You're losing. Oh, you're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
Hello?
muted yourself somehow in the middle of the conversation.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's my headphones have been playing.
Yo, by the way, I just seen a tweet. Did you see this tweet? What is this? What the hell? So you know when they do this, how many followers does this guy have? 25K. He's on a TV.
I don't think it's credible, man.
He's a Kuwait sports TV guy, and he's saying the deal is done. What the hell?
All these people, you just never know. They're clout chasers. Half of these people. Like I remember when the Chelsea buyout.
Yeah,
went through, I'm sure there were
literally.
Wait, is that a Qatar flag?
Oh
Yeah.
my days.
That's
Oh my. Yo, if this is true, this would be crazy. After all the commercial about Qatar hosting the World Cup, if Liverpool Football Club sell to a Qatar, this would be crazy.
Oh my God, Qatar could buy Liverpool.
That's the one I was talking about.
A tweet.
It's only. We'll just wait till the real world comes out, man.
Oh my God, we're fucked.
See, I remember when Igal, why are you saying you're fucked, man? You're top of the league. You should not.
No, because you're gonna
yourself with this kind of
bro. Do you understand what era you're going to be back in? You're going to be back in Kenny Dalglish's era soon. You're going to be winning every fucking major trophy. Liverpool with money are a problem. You guys are a supernova. You guys were sleeping giants. FSG came in. They didn't even put the level of investment.
Sleeping giant.
No. 1 second. You guys were a sleeping giant. FSG came in. They didn't even put the level of investment of a Man City and PSG, and you guys still won the league and the Champions League. Imagine what you guys can do with the backing of a country who gives their people free land, free weddings, free investment, free money to start their businesses, free healthcare, and when it comes to Liverpool, you don't have to worry about medics no more. You're gonna have the best of the best in every single category. Yeah. You guys are gonna turn into the Premier League's version of PSG. We're gonna have Man City, who's the Premier League version of the PSG. We're gonna have Newcastle, and it's gonna be one more team that's gonna be left every year for that
Super
other
League. Yeah.
Igal, listen. First of all, there's no point worrying about stuff that hasn't happened just yet. We have no idea. Like personally, in my opinion, I think, and I'm not saying I'm for it or against it, but I think the most likely buyers are going to be an American consortium of some kind. And a lot of Liverpool fans don't want to hear. A lot of Liverpool fans are celebrating, and yeah, everybody's entitled to take this news as they find it. But let's remember when Chelsea were for sale. Now, I understand it was like a reduced process and a distressed asset and stuff, but the vast majority of interest came from American backers. The 3 or 4 people who got shortlisted were American buyers, right? One of them was the Ricketts. I didn't want the Ricketts for Chelsea because we all know their history of Islamophobia and racism. And I don't want that anywhere near the Premier League, let alone. Even though I don't like Chelsea as a club, I don't want that anywhere in the Premier League because it's not for me. That's not right. So, who knows what can happen with Liverpool? Yes, there are scenarios where we get bought out by ultra rich people who don't really care, who are going to use Liverpool to buy the best players. That's a scenario. But I don't think you should worry about that right now just because some random person has tweeted. There was a guy was he from Turkey who bid for Chelsea, and he was like by a load of people, and he turned out, and I think the excuse for him not putting his bid in was he got sent to the wrong email. Like there's going to be loads of people who are going to be clout chasing, and loads of unserious people, and there are going to be some serious people, and we'll find out what happens. But I don't know, man. Like, there's some people in the Liverpool fan base who are going crazy. I'm trying to be a little bit more measured, and let's see what happens. We'll see, man. We'll see.
You know what, Gunner King, you were saying Liverpool already have history. This is nothing. What do you mean by that?
What I mean is Liverpool as a city, like the people, the traditions of the club. Like, I went there for the first time last year. My ex-partner, one of her friends passed away, so we stayed there, and like the culture of football is very rich in Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? There's some things they won't suffer. Yeah, there's just an integrity about the way they're run. We're very similar, Arsenal and Liverpool in some respects. Yeah, like we are committed to doing things in a sustainable way. If you look at Klopp's era and its success, and you compare it to Wenger's era and its success, there was a lot of sustainable components to that. We weren't spending 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 million pound on every single player, and there's a lot of traditions with things like players coming from the academy, and investing in the academy and the city and things like that. I don't think Liverpool get taken over and become like a city, obviously they'll have access to better finances, but I think a lot of that will go in the academy, the training, sort of you're building up their youth level, but also, they're not going to just 400 or 500 million every single player. Do you know what I mean? It's not, I just don't see them like that, it's
ultimately right now, Gunnar and Miguel, you guys are top of the league. You should not be worrying about Liverpool right now because you don't know what's going to happen. And there is a scenario where we get taken over by oil-rich billionaires but there's also a scenario where
Newcastle were in relegation and everyone was worried when Saudis took over them.
But the issue is, it's like, why I want Liverpool to suffer. That's my thing. Like, why does everything good is happening to you guys all of a sudden? You guys are so lucky. You guys don't understand how lucky you are. We're stuck with the Glazers. You're getting a new owner because your owner said, you know what, we took this club as far. But what owner does that? What owner says, you know what, Conky says, you know what, I've been here for so long. I've been here through the Arsene Wenger time. Once Arsene Wenger goes, I'm gonna put this club up for sale. Who does that? No owner does that. And your owner is saying, you know what? Not only that, the FSG is going to take care of you. FSG is going to get you the best available owners out there. They're not going to get you some random owner. They're going to get the best available owners. That's the thing. You're lucky, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it just that he wants to sell a shareholding, not the whole club? He just wants
the whole
investment
club.
the wording is ambiguous. The fact that they produce a sales deck and the fact that they've announced this publicly. I mean, it's been known for quite a long time, pretty much since FSG came in, that they were interested in getting shareholding and partnership. That we have a partnership with Redbird, who also own AC Milan. I think they own 11% of FSG or 11% of Liverpool. I can't quite remember. But so, bro, Yassir, what were you saying? You said something about FSG are going to sort us out with the right owners. What FSG have done is they put a good structure in place. We still recruit well. They've put our commercial the arm of the club has been performing well. We're right up there when it comes to revenue and all that kind of stuff. But bear in mind, generally speaking, I think FSG have done a good job as owners. But at the same time, if they're selling the club, the one thing I really think they're going to do is want to maximise profit. So whoever pays the money is going to get the club, and that may be a good thing for Liverpool, and it may also be to Liverpool's detriment.
Yeah, fair enough.
The thing is, though, yeah, like I think that's the main thing, though. If you look at FSG's era and what they have built, the infrastructure, I think they continue to use it. I don't think they drastically change their model, and become this, this PSG, this City. I don't think that's what they become, because they, I think the sort of investment that they're going to attract is going to be the fact that they have built, sort of solid recruitment foundations. That the revenue of the club is healthy. I think it overtook Man United's revenue generation either this financial year or the one before it. So I think they'll look at these things and they won't want to upset the apple cart. They're not going to come in. I mean, look at Bowley. Bowley is a prime example. This guy's come in and he's tried to go big. He's tried to go bold. And you compare it, as you said, Egal, to the approach of Newcastle, and they've gone in softly, and they've made subtle changes to the squad. Window on window. They've not tried to do too much in one window. Who's been better for it? But so far, I'd say Newcastle, without a question. And I just see it being more that way with Liverpool. Just because the foundations are solid. We can look at this year and laugh at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? But for the most part, how they've operated, how they've been run, the level they've been competing at for the last 4 to 5 years has all been optimal. So I don't see there being massive sweeping changes to the way that they're being run. Do you get what I mean?
In the last 10 years.
Liverpool. Sorry, I'm just looking at Liverpool, and I'm just saying they will now have the financial backing to put them in the same realm as Man City, PSG, and these guys. That's what I'm worried.
To be fair, they've always had it. They've not been far off it. They're a massive club, bro.
Spent it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Now they actually could be potentially going out there, be like, you know what, I need this player. Let's just go drop it because we have it. Before it's like you have the money, but you need to be somewhat frugal, or else you won't be able to balance the books at the end of the year. Where now it's like, you know what, it doesn't matter about worrying about balancing the books per se, because you have that expendable cash. It's like getting a new job that pays you more. Now you can afford all the nice things that you wanted, where before you had to maybe pick and choose what is necessities and what is luxury, where now they'll be living in a luxurious fantasy land. But hey, I don't want to spend the whole video talking about Liverpool.
I'm looking forward to that, Egal.
I just don't think the change will be as dramatic as you're expecting.
I personally think the sanctions for Chelsea was the worst thing that ever happened to them. And it put them, it exposed how bad their structure was without Roman, and how bad their recruitment was. Liverpool, if they get the financial backing, it will just take things to another level.
Yeah. I mean, look at it.
I agree with that.
Chelsea might as well have taken 200. They might as well have taken 278 million pounds. Yeah,
and just
put it in a briefcase, take a liar to it, and set it alight, bro. Yeah. Because this is why, if you look at now, I look back on the Arteta reign, and I'm like, why didn't he get money sooner? Why did they wait a year or two to invest in him? Because he was rebuilding the back room, bro. It's like, we've used a failing backroom system to recruit players previously. Why are we going to do that again? Yeah, obviously Liverpool had Edwards when he came in. You know, Edwards did absolute bits for Liverpool. Like, you know, like, but Chelsea, they've tried the shortcut. They are always trying to shortcut their way out of things. Yeah, they're like,
Even with
don't worry,
new
the
owners,
money will
Colin,
solve
that's
the
the
problem.
crazy thing.
You know,
Let
we'll
me
just spend it
let me
on players.
shout out.
No system, no plan in mind. They bought good
Nothing,
players
yeah.
that don't fit together once again, which is taking them backwards. And
Yeah,
you
untruthfully
won't
now.
see that at Liverpool, bro.
1 second, Gunnar King. Let me just say shout out to the Big Six bands, Mandem, who've just joined us. If you've just joined the stream, we've been talking about Liverpool for the last 40 minutes. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys a quick little synopsis on what's going on. Yasser is worried. I'm worried. Fatur's not too worried because he knows that it's going to take a while, similar to how it took his club to take a little bit of a while to get a transfer over the line. Gunnar King is saying Liverpool are a great institution. You don't have to be too concerned. Prime is saying it's never going to happen, so stop worrying about it. And Rakesh is just loving life right now.
Prime's such a hater, man. I love you, Prime.
Hold on. That's not even what I said, Igal. Don't do that. That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said that I'm skeptical that it will happen, but if it does, I credit Liverpool and go spend your money and co. That's exactly what I said.
Since we're talking about Liverpool, why don't we do their game first? Are you guys going to play a strong team versus Derby County, or are you just too hyped up about this takeover? You can't even talk about Derby County.
I mean, Derby County is very, very, very low down on most Liverpool fans' list of priorities right now. There's a lot going on, obviously, with the potential takeover, and the news has come out. Obviously, Champions League draw, getting Real Madrid again. Fucking hell.
Hala Madrid.
And
are you worried? You think they're gonna lose?
I mean, bro, they should be.
We should, yeah.
Yeah, they always get smacked.
I mean, the way
Real Madrid, like when we played them in the first Champions League final, even though they were the favourites, I thought, you know what, man, we've just brought Van Dijk in. We've got a killer attack. We can do. I think we can do it. And we played really well for the first 30 minutes. Salah got injured, and then it was done. And obviously, Karius and stuff. Then we got the injuries, got knocked out by them in the second or third round of the Champions League. And then, I thought last season we were at the top of our game. We dropped. I think we dropped 4 points in the whole of the second half of last season. We lost, including the final. We lost 4 games in the whole of out of 61 games.
You only lost 2 in the Prem as well.
We only lost 2 in the Prem. I thought we can beat this Madrid team. We're better than this Madrid team, and then they still go and beat us. I'm like, fucking hell, man! What do we have to do? It is what
they just got a different level of Champions League minerals, bro. Like they're just like when it comes to the Champions League, they've been there, they've done that, they brought the T-shirt. You know what I mean? They're so well versed.
I'll always be hopeful, man. If things fall our way, and the danger is obviously we're not playing very well this season.
Have you ever beaten Real Madrid?
Yeah,
we beat them in the final.
Yeah, they have.
We beat them in the final, and we prior to the first final with Klopp, we beat them 1-0 in the final. I think Kenny Dalglish scored in the 80s. And then we beat them 5-0 on aggregate under Rafa Benitez. We beat them 1-0.
You nearly did a quad that season, that Dalglish season as well.
Took them back to Liverpool and beat them 4-0 at home. Like it was crazy. We got Madrid 5-0 on aggregate. Can you imagine that happening today? That would be wild, but yeah, probably not.
Liverpool are gonna have mad PTSD. Dabs is in the building. Dabs, bro, how you feeling about Chelsea tomorrow? Let me know how you feeling about Chelsea.
Man.
Big up Dabs, bro.
Big up,
Good evening.
Dabs every time, guys. You know what? I need to go check out what team he put on his Instagram, because if you guys don't know, if you're not following Dabs on Instagram, you're slipping. He literally is a Man City reporter on Instagram. But yeah, he
up in the gods, man. Fucking hell, I don't want to see.
He's gonna put out his team tomorrow, and I'm telling you, you're gonna see Alvarez, you're gonna see Mahrez in there, you're gonna see Cole Palmer, you're gonna see them rotate quite a bit. But I won't be surprised if their right back starts scoring against you guys, because that Lewis kid has been doing a madness lately. But yeah, we're gonna talk about them in a bit. But yo, are you worried about? Obviously, you're not concerned about Derby County, but what's your score prediction quickly?
I guess we're going to mostly play the kids and the reserves, so maybe 2-0.
You know, all right. So there's not much to be said about Liverpool versus Derby County, guys. I'm just gonna chalk off games. You guys tell me if you guys think this is a game that we should talk about or not. Newcastle, Crystal Palace. What do you guys think?
Newcastle.
Newcastle, man. I really like them, man. They've. I've got 5 or 6 mates that are Newcastle fans. Some that I've known for like 2-3 decades, and I've seen them suffer, man. And I don't know. They're just their form guide at the moment. Their last 6 games, drawn 1, won 5. Exactly the same as Arsenal. They are literally title contention form, bro. Like, I love it. I can't lie, man.
And their boy, their guy, Saint Maximin has been injured though. That's the thing. Without this injury is without Saint Maximin.
Saint Maximin and Isak has been injured. Yeah. That's the scary thing, bro.
When in Joe Linton, I believe as well. I don't know. I haven't. Yeah. So it's wow. I mean, what can you say? Newcastle, they doing this. They're doing madness.
They're doing their thing, bro. I actually think they're going to stay the course, bro. I think they're going to get a top 4 spot.
I wouldn't be surprised, Gunnar King, if they finish above one of the original top 6 this season.
100%.
And get
100%. Yeah.
No, I think 4. I think the top 4. Yeah, hot take.
Yeah.
What's your top 4?
City, us, Newcastle, United.
So no Chelsea, no Liverpool. Interesting.
Oh,
I think
Liverpool have got a lot to do, man. They've got a lot to do. Like,
interesting.
I genuinely believe it's gonna be Newcastle, the 2 North London teams, and City. I think United.
Spurs won't get top 4 playing like this.
It's constant. You know.
Rakesh, are you starting to?
They'll get away with it.
Get back into the top 4 now?
Yeah, look, I mean, I've never said it's going to be done for us in the top 4.
I'm just going to yes.
Yeah, I've never said it's done for us in the top 4. I still think we'll get in there. The thing is, every result where we drop points makes it that much more difficult. I don't think we can really afford that many more poor results. So it's getting close to the edge. But you know, I've got to believe that the kind of form that we showed last season will come back to some extent. And also maybe some of the other people who are performing well might drop off a little bit. Over the course of a 38-game season, I think that's reasonably likely to happen. But yeah, we can't just assume it's going to happen, because we keep dropping points, and all of a sudden, that I don't know how many points we are behind for top 4, but if that starts becoming 15, 20 points, that's going to be very, very difficult to recoup.
There you go. What about you? What do you call it, Fator? What's your top 4?
I put City, Arsenal. I put Chelsea in there, even though we're going to scrape it. I put Manchester United. I think Newcastle are going to crumble, because I think that the pressure will kick in on Newcastle. And I think that if Newcastle do make the Champions League, I think they overachieve. But at the moment, I can see the expectation maybe a top 6 or top 7 teams.
Yo, by the way, just breaking news here from M. He doesn't put bullshit in the chat usually, so I'm going to double check. But it looks like Reece James' World Cup is over, man.
No surprise.
Good.
Sad news for him, man. Sad news for him.
I feel for this kid, man.
No, it's not. It's not sad news. Good. You're not even fit. Why would you go to the World Cup?
No, for him.
I like Reece James.
No, think about it.
I have a strong dislike for your club, bro. But like, I like that kid, bro. Like this.
But the guy's barely fit. If he goes to the World Cup, he will destroy his career and he won't play again.
It's the right decision. It's the right decision, Prime.
It's the right decision.
Personally, it's sad because I'm sure he would have really wanted to go.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, Rack. Don't worry. Southgate's got a tactic, man. You're fine. Don't worry.
You know what? I think Ben White is the only option now after Kieran Trippier on that right back.
Bro, why was it? Isn't Ben White going automatically? Because I never expected him not to go.
He is.
Why wouldn't you pick Ben White?
He should be. But yeah.
Because look, Chilwell's not going. Reece James is not going. Who else can you pick? So
Yo,
One thing with that England squad, yeah, you can have Bukayo Saka as a right wing back, then you can have
Left
Ben
wing back, not right wing back.
You sure not a right wing back, Prime?
on his both feet. So
1
Saka's
second.
left
Stop,
footed.
stop. Bukayo Saka is England's most informed attacker after freaking Maddison. So what are you guys talking about?
bro, who said he
Maddison
wasn't?
might not even go. Maddison might not even go. So.
Mate, if he doesn't take Maddison, we deserve everything we get, bro.
No,
You know,
I don't think he's
every
no,
year.
he's not going.
He did-
He's not
he-
going.
I personally don't think Southgate is the worst international manager. I think the one who won the World Cup with France is a fraud himself, and no one talks about
Deschamps, yeah.
Whoa, Didier.
Deschamps is a big fraud,
Didier
yeah.
Deschamps is the biggest fraud, guys. You guys don't get it.
Big fraud.
The guy has a much more talented team than England, and his team has been performing terribly. They need to refreshen it up in France.
Bro, he
For me, it's
Fugazi the World
guy.
Cup, man.
Yeah. The Portuguese guy is terrible, bro. The Portuguese manager is so horrendous. I can't stand him, bro.
What about
I
the
really
Belgian
can't.
manager? Every year he just flops it. Like,
But that's
Roberto
Belgium.
Martinez.
I mean, look at KDB. Never won the Champions League, so I mean, like they're not in big moments. They flop, bro. That's what they do.
yo, Iga, is Maddison better than Saka right now? It's not that he's better. He's been producing more in the final third. But yeah, big up M for that news for Reece James. I genuinely think Maddison won't go, but yeah, it should be an inquest. He's ahead of most English midfielders. Personally, I
You know
would
what it is, Daps? And I've said this for a long time. There is way too much of a bias towards the big six clubs. He'll move to one of the big six, and all of a sudden he'll become attractive. But because he plays for Leicester, yeah, it's just like, and I've noticed this since I was a kid, yeah, since my days of childhood, yeah, where players had to move to one of the established big six or the big four, whatever it was at that time, before they got a serious look into international football in England. And listen, it's damaging. We won't get very far, you know, with an outlet like this. There are top players outside of the top six.
And
you know?
you know what? You know who that happened to? It happened to Jack Grealish. And Jack Grealish is going to be playing Chelsea tomorrow. So let's talk about him. What are we saying about Man City and Chelsea tomorrow, guys?
I'll be real with you. I'm not really that confident. I'll be there as well. But
Yes, you will.
I'm currently in Manchester right now. But
Oh, really?
Ralph, honestly, like I haven't missed domestic games like all this season. Literally, like this is what the 17th game I've been with. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a hard game. The only way that we can win this game is via penalties.
By the way, a Man City fan has just woken up and arrived just when we're talking about Man City. Bro, Vader, you got like a sixth sense. You just joined. But talk to me. How you feeling?
Yo, respect. Let me clean this up. My bad, fellas. I had to deal with the kids.
What an
I had to deal with the kids.
Intro. You see that?
What was
Yo,
that?
One of those.
I'm trying to be smooth with it. I'm late. I'm sorry, my guy. So, what are we talking about? Where were we at?
I want to know what kind of team you guys gonna play, and are you guys going out there to go batter these guys, or is it gonna be a second team?
We're gonna be.
Are you in the Apple store? Who are those people behind you?
No, that's just a graphic of the city training grounds. You know what I mean?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just those screens looks like the Apple store, man.
Yo, my man's killing us here with the graphics. What the hell?
Yo, oh my! But this what I'm gonna say. We're gonna play this, man. We're gonna be playing our strongest 11. And the reason why I say that is, this is a new squad. This is a winning way that Pep likes to do to start off the season. He likes to have them be consistent, be direct, and be on point. And it starts with winning. So I think he's gonna field his strongest 11, handle business, as best as we can, handle business. And if we get the right result later stages of the game, I think he subs out. And gets some of the other players on.
Who's City got this weekend in the league?
Brentford at home.
Yeah, Brentford. And and I think they're going to be at full strength. Through, and Brentford's not an easy win either. So I think Pep, honestly, I think there might be one, maybe two of the youngsters playing. We might see Lewis at right back. We might see Esbran at left back, but I don't think he's going to be making a lot of changes.
I
And
think he'll
then
put Alvarez up top as well.
Alvarez, Haaland's going to rest.
Mm.
I'm going to assume Haaland's going to rest. Alvarez up top, and they go for it. Maybe by the 70th minute, those guys, other guys are going to come onto that pitch.
Yo,
Thank you, Vader. Vader.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
you can call
Thank
me Vader,
Va-
Vator Games, however you want to say it, my guy.
Vader, thank you, because I've been speaking to Chelsea fans, right? And they're saying they have hope in this game because Pep will play a second team. People don't realize Pep respects this competition. We're getting washed.
He respects.
We're getting washed in this
exactly.
game.
Yeah.
Like, people Chelsea fans do not realize this. We're getting washed in this game.
It's all right, Prime. You got Newcastle after that.
Gonna be bad. Hey, whatever. You can try and make fun, Johnny King. Try and make fun. I've been seeing this. I don't have any emotion for it.
I can't lie.
There's going to be a lot of factors to it
too,
right?
It
There's
is
going to be a lot of factors in this game because Sterling on the opposing side, like, not that there's going to be an emotional thing.
Sterling's not playing.
Sterling's not playing.
Sterling's not playing.
So
he's not
what team are you going to field?
We're gonna play a second team. We're gonna play some youngsters. Man.
But that's crazy. Like I don't know. Like,
yo,
I mean, this game is so weird, bro.
Do you agree with that approach? Do you want Potter to field the second team?
Well, honestly, I really don't care. We're losing either way.
You know what?
You can put Man City full team. We will not beat you at all.
Bro, there was a point where Man City's second team could have got top 4. Does that still apply this season?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Manchester City second team is better than Tottenham's first team. You look at I think. I mean, Newcastle first team gave a game. It was crazy, 3-3. That game was crazy. Newcastle versus City. So respect Newcastle. So I don't think so. But this game is terrible though. Like the City match, like it comes in a very terrible time because, like, you look at the situation where Chelsea are gonna play Newcastle in the weekend. Then City are playing Brentford. Arsenal on top of the table because City cannot afford to. It's just a sick situation.
It comes at a perfect time for Chelsea.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good time.
Let me just stop everyone there. Say everyone in the chat. We got 64 of you guys. Hit that like button right now. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. We bring you some fire content every single day. Rakesh, shout out to you for coming on, bro. Giving us your insight on Liverpool. You gotta head out. You gotta go to sleep. Appreciate it.
But yeah, peace everyone. Take care. Yeah, speak to you soon.
Big up, man.
Take it easy, Rakesh.
Also, big up to the Man United fan just jumping in. We haven't spoken about United yet, but we just finished talking about Liverpool, so you can relax now. You don't have to worry about hearing about your rivals. Big up to my guys here. He's saying hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button, people. M wants the link, bro. I'll send it to you if you want. Not a problem. Also, we got another one here, Rambus. Yo, we're gonna try to get through all the comments, but if you guys want to super chat, you can also do that. And if you want to become a member to the channel, you can become a member. Membership program is still out. It's only £1 for the first tier, so please do check it out. It's not that expensive at all. But yeah, going back to the City game, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at this game. I'm seeing two teams that are gonna rotate, but I'm just looking at Chelsea's poor form, the fact that they don't have many options and they're gonna have a lot of injuries. My score prediction going into this game, if I was to predict a game where I don't know who's gonna play, I'm just gonna say City's at home, they're gonna win, and Chelsea don't score many goals even with their first team, so I don't see them scoring. So I would say maybe a 2-0 or 3-0 game. What are you guys saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this game. I don't know. I just have a feeling that we might just see. I don't know. This is a game. It's one of those things that Chelsea do. You never expect them to win any game or do anything in any game, and they do something, bro.
You're a United fan.
I just don't know. No, I just have this feeling. I just have this weird feeling, guys. Every time I expect Chelsea to do something, they do the opposite. So I expect them to get destroyed. Absolutely destroyed, get battered, they get humiliated. I go and banter Chelsea fans, laugh at their faces, and yada yada, all that stuff. But I just don't know. I just feel like with the humiliation,
it's not going to be a destruction. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Let me just say, if you're saying that because it's expected that we'll lose, that these players will somehow play some sort of underdog card and beat City.
I don't know.
You're not. You haven't been watching Chelsea the past this year. I'm sorry. We are getting battered. We are. Any Chelsea fan that thinks I'm being negative, you deserve the suffering that's going to come with this club, man.
Nah,
You deserve what's going to come.
I'd slow down. I'd slow down on the being battered part. Like I think.
Wow.
No. Honestly, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a fight. I think it's gonna be City winning, but I think once it looks like City's in control, even from a score standpoint or remaining time in the match, figuring you guys out, I think Pep puts on other players for them to get that time, get that experience, and it's not gonna be a slapping like what we did to my man up there yesterday.
Yeah,
but you don't. No, I'm not. No, we're not. We're not conceding 6. It's gonna be 4-0 or 5-0.
Yo,
That's
Chelsea
too much
do
fun,
look
I
like
can't
United
lie.
last
You don't
year.
know.
This
You don't know how easy. You don't know how easy it is. Arsenal, right? If not for better finishing, they beat us 3-0.
Oh no, that 100%. You're right.
Yeah,
I think
if
that
it's
was
going
very
off current form, I hear you.
Hey,
Like,
Madison,
yeah,
let's put some scores on the board. What are we saying?
yeah, like if Arsenal can do that, why can't City score 4 or 5?
I think it's gonna be like a 2-1. I do kind of I veer towards Bacher. I think it's gonna be around like 2-1 or something like that. I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah. Okay, yes, sir. Let me ask you the same question I asked that delusional Chelsea fan on Saturday when we did the preview. How are we creating chances to score against Man City?
Bro, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. There's always that one game where City lacks in concentration. They're not, not taking it seriously, and they end up losing. So I think this might be one of. I had a feeling that this might be one of these games, but according to logic, I'm gonna go with my logic and say 2-1. But I won't be shocked if City do lose this game. So that's just my. I don't know how. I have no idea. It's just a. It's just a feeling.
Fatur. 1 second, Fatur, what are you saying? What's your score prediction?
Yo,
I'll say a penalty kicks. I think it'll be close. There's gonna be a lot of rotation. That's good. I say penalty kicks, man. Like even this might sound silly, but I think City gonna win by penalty.
You look relaxed. I see you lean back there. Hey, I'm not mad at that.
Is Cole Palmer gonna play?
Cole Palmer should play. He should play. And again, on that right-hand side, our right wing, I got to admit, Mahrez hasn't been looking the greatest this season. I think again, Pep's not going to make crazy changes, but where I could see him make a few is maybe two of the players that don't normally start, and that could be Cole Palmer at right wing.
You know what? We need to see Prime versus Johnny Minerals. That would be interesting to watch. Prime, have you ever gone against him? Prime. Okay.
Yeah, I have. And the guy's a little man-child that cries and complains. And he says that he never wants to be on stream with me because when I challenge him, all he does is scream back. So
there you go.
It is what it is. He is one of the Chelsea fans I mention when I talk about toxic and cancer in our fan base.
Okay. Yo, Cameron, I didn't stop, man. I literally just rebranded. That video was just to get people's attention because people have short attention spans. So sometimes you need to surprise them or shock them to get attention. That's what it is. But you know what? The sad thing is I lost like 15 to 20 subscribers that day because people actually thought I was quitting.
That's crazy.
It was a madness. But yo, let's get into the other games. We got Muhsin here. Big up. Ending off going into the next couple games, because before we go, Vader, did you give your score prediction? Okay, he's not there. Prime, did you give your score prediction? Okay.
4-0, 5-0.
4-0, 5-0. Wow. Anyways, Gunnar King had to go. Big up Gunnar King for joining. M is in the
Bro,
house.
it will be. Like I was almost right with the Arsenal game. Again, if you guys have better finishing, we lose 3-0.
That's true. Anyways,
Yo,
let's
I'm
move
gonna
on.
cut, yeah. I'm gonna cut.
All right, big up, bro. Thank you for coming
Big up,
on.
big up,
Really
big up, big up.
appreciate it. You're welcome anytime. Moving on to the next game. Arsenal Brighton. What are we saying? I'm saying, yo, Arsenal, we're at home. This is a game that's not going to be televised on TV. That means like we're not going to be able to watch the actual performance, unfortunately. So we're going to have to listen to a commentary or something like that. I think it's going to be somewhat rotated. So I'm expecting Jesus to still maybe feature because he needs to get a goal. Eddie Nketiah to still feature. Maybe play him on the wing or play two up front. Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson, El Neni, Lokonga, Holding, I still think Gabriel Magalhaes is going to play because he's not going to the World Cup. And Tierney and Socrates and Matt Turner may not play. He might go with Ramsdale because Matt Turner might be saving himself for the World Cup. Who knows? But at this moment in time, that's the team that I think is going to go out there. And I think Brighton are going to rotate also. I don't expect to see I don't expect them to play Trossard. I don't expect them to play some of their best players. I think they're going to rest some players also, and they're probably going to go with a second goalkeeper. And it's going to be a situation where Arsenal just win convincingly, 2-0 or what do you call it, a 3-1, something like that. Because I just don't see Brighton coming to our house and beating us the way that they did in the league with a second-rate team. Our second team is good enough to beat Brighton's second team. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Score prediction. Some people saying 2-0. Some people saying 2-1. Some people saying 2-1. Yeah, what are you saying, Yasser? You're on mute, bro.
I don't know. It depends how much rotation that Arteta does. If you're saying he's not going to rotate a lot, then
he is. He's rotating quite a bit. It's just maybe 4 or 5 starters.
Then I think you guys are going to beat them comfortably 2-0. I think, yeah, Brighton are good, but I don't think their squad depth is that good to rotate because they're going to rotate as well. So people need to understand that, like, teams like Brighton and them, they don't care about this cup. So they're going to pretty much field a very, very, very weak inside. So 2-0.
2-0. What are the people in the chat are pretty much all saying Arsenal's going to win. You agree with that, Vader? Are you still there? All right, Vader's gone. Prime, you there?
Yeah.
What's your score prediction for the Arsenal Brighton?
You guys will play a rotated team, right? Who's going to be playing up top? Nketiah?
And Nketiah and Jesus probably going to play together. Nketiah, Jesus, and
I'm saying 2-1 Arsenal. I think you guys, because your second team isn't necessarily the best. I think you guys will still win the game, but it'll be a bit of a struggle.
Okay, so this is a Brighton fan here. Big up Blake in the house. He's saying, I'm a Brighton fan. You guys could take the win. I really don't care about the cup. I just want to focus on the league and get 8th. To get 8th. Why
yeah.
not?
No. That's just the honest truth is a lot of these clubs, they don't care about the cup. So they're gonna fill an that's the thing. That's what I actually thought about. I was like, Brighton are gonna play 17-year-olds. I'm telling you, bro. You're gonna see like a 1 or 2 17-year-old playing against Arsenal Football Club. Nah, bro. Nah.
There you go. Moving on to the next game. Which game do you guys want to talk about first? Manchester United, Aston Villa. Good evening, part 2. Or do you think Nottingham Forest could do something versus Tottenham at home?
Didn't they beat? I swear, didn't they lose to them last year? Last year it was Arsenal. Okay. No. Here's the thing about.
Talk about your game. Come on, you know your work.
I really do not want to. Because, guys, I'm gonna say something. It might shock a lot of United fans. I might get a lot of hate from a lot of United fans. But I want to toss this cup away, man. And the reason why I said that is because we're just not good enough. We're simply not good enough to go deep in this competition. So for me, Unai, bro, just take it, bro. It is what it is, man. I don't even want to think about it. I'd rather we played like Zidane, Iqbal, and Charlie Savage.
Yassir. Hold on. Is the lack of confidence because you think Unai is a class above Hogg?
No, that's not what I mean.
You think Villa? Then you think Villa has a better squad than you?
No, I just think that like if we even field a decent team against Aston Villa, we will lose against Fulham. That's how bad our squad depth is. Like we can't do it, bro. That's my opinion. So it's like which one is more important, the Fulham game or the Villa game? And I toss away give it to City. City, you guys can win it again. You know what, little bros, you guys can win it again.
You're not giving us anything. We take what we want. Stop that. Stop that.
We take what we
Okay.
want. All right, yo, let me just say this: Nottingham Forest versus Tottenham. I'm looking at this game. I'm going into it like, you know what? Let's see what Nottingham Forest can do at home versus Tottenham. They did something to us against last year, and if Tottenham do heavily rotate and they start the way that they start, it could be a tough game. But I don't see it anything less than maybe going to penalties or a Tottenham 2-1 win. That's what I'm saying. And for the Manchester United Aston Villa game, you guys just lost to them in the league. There's no way Ten Hag is going to go out there and play a weak team. But guess what? It doesn't matter if you play a weak team. If Unai Emery plays his first team and takes his competition extremely serious with Danny Ings and what's it called, Watkins, and a lot of their players not being in the World Cup, these guys could beat you guys 2-1. So I'm going to go 1-1, Tottenham and Nottingham Forest, and Tottenham to go through on penalties. And I'm going to go Man United to lose to Aston Villa 2-1. And I don't think you're going to be too upset about that.
No, I won't. I'm a lie. I lie. I would be so fuming. I don't know what it is. I don't know, bro. Losing to the 17 two games in a row is
That
just
hurts.
not good, bro.
That's gonna
Bro,
hurt.
you know how
Not
dead
good.
the competition is. After the game's done, I'm gonna do a match reaction, but then I'm gonna only talk about Arsenal because let's be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about Chelsea, Man City. I'm gonna wait until Friday after I bring everyone back together and we talk about the Premier League games to roast whoever we gotta roast. So guys who are looking for a full match reaction tomorrow, that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be a short match reaction, and I'm gonna do the Wolves Arsenal preview tomorrow night with a Wolves fan, hopefully.
I have a question. I don't know if you noticed.
Speaking of Chelsea,
What happened?
not speaking of Chelsea, is that the M from the comments?
Yeah,
That the guy that said I'm negative?
yeah.
Alright, cool. Speak, bro.
You there?
No, I was. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now you're trolling. You're shook. Alright, cool.
No, he's an Arsenal fan. He's trolling.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm there.
No, can I?
Never mind, bro.
Since
Continue
you're here,
asking.
bro. Since you're here, can I ask you? Since you're a Chelsea fan,
I do think.
yeah, go
I do
ahead.
think-
Go ahead.
Predicting scores like 4-5-0 is just a bit too much. But
No, it's not. No, it's not. Not against Man City. And not against this
No, it is
team.
because-
This Chelsea.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine, but you wouldn't say it publicly and just go, my team's gonna lose 4-5-0, like, and accept defeat. That's
I'm not accepting defeat.
That's just-
This is what it is. What? So I should be delusional and think what? Oh, we're only going to lose 2-1.
no. I didn't say delusional. That's all.
Bro, this is bad. Both your internets are terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what provider they got, but it's not working out.
How are two people having an argument? Every other word is getting cut off.
No, I genuinely feel bad for Potter, bro. I rate him highly. I rate that manager, Graham Potter. I rate him highly. I feel bad for him, man. Look at the mess he came into.
There you go.
He'll be a casualty. Unfortunately, he'll be a casualty of this fan base. It is what it is, man.
Prime, look, and no N'Golo Kante, no Chilwell, no Reece James. I mean, Booty Cheeks is literally playing in midfield. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
What?
That's why I call his booty.
I've never heard anyone call a football player booty juice. What the hell?
That's
is
what
this?
he is. His cheeks, bro. That's what he is.
Let me tell you what it is with Chelsea. I've always said this, yeah.
He's so bad.
Like, eras never last forever, bro. They never do, yeah. And how they've been feeling for the last 2 decades is how I felt until 2005. I used to think, Arsenal's dominant era would never end until it did. And the thing is, what I feel separates us, Liverpool, United, we've been through it. The teething problems are all right. The first dominant era has come to an end. Now we got to rebuild, regroup, re-strategize, reorganize, and bounce back. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is where we find out what Chelsea are made of. Yeah, because
No.
it's been coming, bro. It's been.
Bro, this is Gunnar King. No offense, bro. This is a nice soliloquy, but our era ended like back in 2017.
Was that when Mourinho left or Conte
Let's
left?
just be real. It did.
When was that? Like,
Really, when Mourinho left.
yeah.
Well, really, it was when Mourinho left. Our bad signings started happening, and the poor running of the club started happening like back in 20.
I said this. Every Chelsea fan challenges me in this. I said the last manager to rebuild Chelsea Football Club was Mourinho.
Was Jose. Yeah.
That's no other manager actually succeeded in rebuilding this team.
Let me tell you what it is,
Jose built Chelsea. Jose, when he first came, he built our core that lasted us for about a decade. He came back, rebuilt it again. That lasted us up until it was a spine Conte won the league with. It was the same spine Sarri won the Europa League with. It lasted us up until about Frank, and then things, boom, have been done. Tuchel came in, and because he's such an elite tactician and world-class manager, he was able to lift these guys up to win the Champions League. But people keep saying Marina, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
We just, ever since Emanalo left in like 2016, 2017, or 2015 maybe he left, we've just been awful.
And the thing is, that was around when you had Conte. Yeah, my friend worked this out. He's a United fan, right? That was the last time they won the league with 92 points. Now, obviously, they've won the Champions League. Arsenal haven't won one. You know, you can say what you want about that, but I think our banter era made certain things about Chelsea go unnoticed. Yeah. Now, since they last won the league, they've spent 947 million on 26 players. Yeah. And yes, they've won the Champions League. But if you look at Liverpool and City, who've spent considerably less in that time, they've been nowhere near a title race. Light years away from a title race.
Okay.
They've always finished, they've always finished with a clear distance between them and City. Like, and
we've always what we've done, what we do, right? We've always we start the season strongly, and we're top or we're second with a few points away from top up until December, and then these players' mentality falls away and we capitulate. It's been happening for four seasons. Happened last season, happened the season before, happened under Frank. As bad as he was, we were still like in it up until like December. We play a few tough sides, we struggle a bit, lose 3-1 to Arsenal, then everything falls apart. It's been happening.
I'm gonna stop everything for a second. I just want to say this. Will Chelsea get top 4? People in the comment section, there's a poll right now. 9 people have voted. There's 51 of you guys. Give us your thoughts, what you guys think. I've just voted, and it's also saying 70% right now are saying that Chelsea are not going to get top 4. To me, also, if you guys have any questions, throw your questions in the chat. Big up everyone. We got Roadman Ty in the house. This is one of the best troll accounts ever. He's saying, if Chelsea finish in top 4, I'll eat my Arsenal briefs.
No, can I say this though, right? Can I say this though, right? Like,
yes, Frank?
I agree with people that we do deserve to suffer, and we should probably finish like 8th, right? I agree with that, but like, there is a very possible world where we do finish top 4, and do you know why?
Why?
Because this is what these players have been doing for the past few seasons. Our league form has been terrible, but yet they go on a little run and they manage to scrape top 4. Whether it's by us winning on the final day or losing and Spurs lose or something, and then we end up getting it. We end up scraping top 4. These guys continuously do that, and I have this bad feeling these guys will do it again and be able to escape the suffering that we deserve.
But that's the thing, though. It's like you call it suffering, but I call it. It's actually beneficial if you guys don't finish in top 4, especially for Porter.
Yeah,
it's very beneficial because the thing is, what happened under Tuchel was the guy won the Champions League. That the owners thought these players were all world class. Hence why, like, the back in the game was Lukaku and Son against. Like, which means like the club actually thought that Mason Mount, Christian Pulisic, Kai have all of them were world class because they won the Champions League, which is not the case.
Our club thought that. Our fan base
Which is
thought
not
that.
the case, bro.
People thought Romelu Lukaku was enough to challenge Man City.
Well, yeah, but
Like
yeah.
people don't. Do you guys not realize we went to the Santiago Bernabeu last season, 3-1 down with Ruben Loftus-Cheek at right wing back and Alonso at left wing back. Like
Crazy.
that's our squad.
Yeah, Tuchel actually did a madness, but you know it is what it is, right?
You know what? One thing I gotta say is Mustafa. Shout out Mustafa, man. He's a good mod. He just says hi to everyone. I appreciate it. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor, hit that like button. We're gonna be wrapping it up here, but before we go, I just wanted to give Em a chance to speak on Arsenal. Em, what you saying? Em.
Yeah, about the game tomorrow. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. Yo, Wallah is not even.
Yeah. On the game tomorrow, I think we should rotate quite a bit.
Nah, it's mad delayed. It's mad delayed. It's definitely delayed. Yo, just give it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Let me ask you this: as an Arsenal fan, do you care about the League Cup?
Bro, it's not that I care about the League Cup. It's more that I just don't want no injuries, and I want to see us continue the good times. So if we win, I'll be happy. If we lose, I'm not gonna melt down or anything like that. But in the same breath, I want to be in as long as I want to see I want to see the team get as far as possible in domestic competitions. I don't want to just throw away competitions.
See, for me personally, I feel like City at the moment are rotating their first 11, even in their league games. Arsenal are only relying on their best 11 to win league games. We're getting more fatigue. Our squad is not designed as well as City's to challenge in 4 competitions. I'm quite happy to just look. We're record FA Cup holders. Only United winning it this season could come within 1 FA Cup of us because they got 12. Yeah. So, I mean, FA Cups, we own that cup. You know, like, but you know, like the CARABAO Cup. Okay, I've only seen us win 2, but for me, European silverware, completing the cabinet, it's got to start with the Europa League. It's got to end a 24-year trophy drought of winning something in Europe. That's more important. Winning the league or challenging for the league, that's more important. So
because this is an opportunity.
Big rotation in this game for that reason.
One second. We are still rotating heavily, but the team that we're going to be facing is also rotating because they have a Premier League game midweek and they have a much
but I get that point, but the point is it's like the extra games after the World Cup. It's like if you eliminate like amount of games completely from Arsenal fixture list, like don't even worry about the League Cup. Because the thing is, I'm gonna tell you right now, Arsenal can win the league. Arsenal can win the league, but then if you win but the thing is like, and this is the thing, and this is what I generally believe. Arteta, I think he's a lot smarter than he's really smart. So I think he might make sacrifices, and I think and then the thing is, if he does make those sacrifices, it's gonna be a brilliant. If he does, he say, you know what, screw the League Cup. We're gonna be focused. FA Cup is our cup, so we want to compete in it. You're still competing in the Europa League, and a chance for you since 2004, you guys have not won the league. Chance of a lifetime. So I don't know. For me, if I was in your situation, I would have been extreme. I would be like, screw the Europa League, screw the League Cup, screw the FA Cup. Let's just focus on the league. Screw it, because like that's the holy grail. That's the holy grail.
The thing is, though, for us, the lack of European silverware is also a different holy grail for us.
A Manchester United fan bigging up Donny van de Beek after the performances he's had back to back. I'm confused, Mustafa. What's going on? No, Mustafa.
He's probably been. It's probably sarcasm, bro.
Mustafa.
Bro, I'm done with Donny van de Beek, bro.
Listen, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Arsenal should win this game, even with a heavily rotated side. So I don't expect us to lose to Brighton's B team. If Brighton are playing their A team in the Premier League midweek, I mean, on the weekend, on Saturday, there's no way they're gonna go out on a Wednesday night and play a strong 11 at the Emirates and win. I don't think that's gonna happen. They got their priorities straight. But yeah, that's enough. There's no need to talk about Donny van de Beek. And also to everyone at TalkSport who's rattled by Arsenal fans voting for what do you call it? Tony Adams. That's how the competition is. It's a popularity competition. Strictly Gone Dancing has always been a popularity competition. The most popular people usually tend to win. It's not only about the best dancer, but yeah, it is what it is. We rattle these guys on and off the pitch. I fucking
Top
love it.
Sport have a problem with everything. They have a problem when people are breathing. I don't get it, bro.
No, the only thing TalkSport are good at is criticizing Chelsea now. That's the only real thing that they can do that's proper. Everything else just makes no sense. Like,
Well, they're still having digs at us, bro.
yo, I seen somebody say, Gary Neville say, you still have to question Arsenal. When a couple years ago, when Tottenham were in the top 4 and they're looking like they're the top of the table, he said they could challenge. When Chelsea were in the top last year, he said they could potentially challenge. When Man United were close to City a couple years ago under Oli, he said this could be the year. And now the Arsenal are flying at the beginning of the season. He's like, we still have to see it until the end of the season.
Arsenal pretty much. Well, you guys.
Why do you
guys? Yeah.
may I ask why do you care about what other people think?
Facts.
You know what? It's sometimes when you hear it from another person who's just blatantly hating, it's just you talk about it and you're like, you know what? It just makes no sense. It just shows the idiocy in some people.
Why do you care?
Because it's my club, and when people speak about my club, I care what they say. Even if it's bullshit, sometimes it bothers me.
No, I understand how you feel.
Okay.
I understand how you feel because like it makes no sense, bro. You're just hating to hate. Like I hate Arsenal Football Club. I've said this. The Arsenal Football Club wins the league, which I said they could win it. I'm gonna log off of Twitter till the middle of next season. Like until the middle of next season. Like I'm logging off. I'm not gonna be in Twitter. I will not do that. I can't live through it. But at the same time, you guys are killing it. You guys have been the best team in the league. I know everyone goes about City, but you guys have been factual evidence that you guys have been the best team in the league, and you guys deserve massive credit for that. So after what you guys been through, after the situation Arteta has been through, I mean, come on, bro. Like, come on, give him a break, man. Like, golly.
I've been looking at team sheets, yeah, from like a couple years ago, yeah, and just being like, I've survived this, bro. Do you know what I mean? Mustafi, Socrates, Kolasinac, you know what I mean? David Luiz, these man, bro. You know, back when we was taking players off Chelsea, you know, Czech, Willian. Oh my God,
Pablo Mari. I mean, shout out to him. Yeah.
We suffered, bro. We suffered. Yeah. Like, we deserve this now, man. And the thing is, like, yeah, I see a lot.
Whatever, Willian, bro. Gunner King, whenever Willian, bro.
There was times where we played teams like Crystal Palace. We lost 3-2, and look at the team that we had on the pitch. Let me just show you this team. You guys will be in utter shock and disbelief how the state that Arsenal were in just a couple of years ago. We had Leno, Mavropanos, Kolasinac, Kashani, Mustafi. This is Carl Jenkinson.
Oh my God.
Guendouzi, Kolasinac, Ozil, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. Now, Aubameyang and Lacazette up front with Ozil, we're not going to do nothing with Kolasinac and friggin' Carl Jenkinson on each wing back and Guendouzi and Elneny in the team. At the time, it was a mess. It was an utter mess. We lost this game 3-2 at home, and Mustafi just literally let Zaha walk in front of him a couple times.
What season? What season was this? When was this?
This was 2018-19 season, bro.
Was this Emery?
Yeah, Emery. This was the season
we finished. Cool.
I swear that was just like we bottled top 4 from that as well, bro.
Because I remember that season. People rated Leno. People rated Guendouzi. People rated Socrates. People rated Mavropanos.
Yo, who has a trap phone? What the hell's going on? Anyways, no worries. We're gonna wrap it up here. You guys already know what it is. We're out of here. Big up everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with a short match reaction. Let me know what you guys think about the intro, the new intro, and also don't forget, after the video is gone and finished, do me a favor, Comment down below and let me know what you guys thought about the video. Big up Mustafa, big up Kojo, big up Skills, big up everyone who's been in the chat. Shout out Dab, shout out all the people. Big up Mons every time from Big Six Bands, Gunner King, Prime, Yasser making his debut. We got Vader who came through. We got Fatur who came through. We got, what do you call it? Rax who came through. We got M who came through. Everyone's come through. And you know what? We're going to be doing these videos more often. Raptors versus Rockets. Big up my guy. You already know what it is, Mons. And you have yourselves a wonderful day. Moss, we're out of here, people. Peace.